Can you see the screen? Sorry, can you see the screen? Screen కనిపిస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
చెప్పండి బాబు, ఎవరు ఏం చెప్పకపోతే ఎలా?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Good morning. Very good morning to you all. So, in the previous session we have discussed about continuous wave radar. So, the main disadvantage of continuous wave radar is we cannot find the range of the target. So, without finding the range of the target, we cannot identify the stationary targets. And one more thing is, it is because due to number of or lack of reference points. So, can I ask you one question? Are you there? Shantika. Sorry, Shantipriya. Shantipriya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why we have FM radios? Why not AM radios? Frequency modulated radios ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటామండి మనం? Amplitude modulation radios ఎందుకు తీసుకోము? Why frequency? మనం చెప్పేది కూడా FM అంటాం. AM కానీ PM అని అనమండి. Why FM only? Why not AM?
Sir, frequency ranges different stations కి different frequencies ఉంటాయి.
Okay. అంతేనా ఆన్సరు?
ఐడియా వస్తుంది సార్.
Okay. Anyone in the class? Anyone? Gopal? Why FM? Why not others? AM or PM or whatever it may be? Why not others? FM ఎందుకు ఇవ్వాలండి? Gopal, voice లో ఇవ్వండి. I have closed that chat box. Please reply me through voice. Rohit, why FM? Why not other things? Any idea? If you have idea, say yes. Otherwise, we will continue the class. Rohit. Anyone? So, the main advantage of a frequency modulation is that it is having larger SNR. Okay, as it is having larger SNR ratio, it rejects radio frequency interference. So, which will be better than an amplitude modulation signal. This is the reason why we are using the FM as a music broadcasting. Okay, so in the previous classes we have discussed about the continuous wave radar, and it is not possible to find the range of the target because of the absence of reference points, right? So we need to find the range. The main thing is we need to find the range, and in order to find the range, the frequency of the carrier signal should be varied by adopting a modulating signal. So by adopting these type of signals, we can find the frequency or a range of the particular signal. By using, for example, by taking the FM frequency modulated signal, means by implementing this frequency modulation technique in our radars, we can use or we can find out the range of the target. So with continuous wave radar, with continuous FMCW radar, the timing mark will be changed in frequency. So why we need to find the timing mark? So here finding a timing mark in sense making a reference point. So the more the frequency deviates in accuracy or in a range, measurement will be high. Frequency deviation ఎంతైతే ఎక్కువ ఉంటుందో range measurement అనేది అంత హైగా ఉంటుంది. Whereas in the case of pulse radar, అప్పుడు ఎలా చేసామంటే based on the change in the amplitude we are going to find the range. So as the width of the pulse decreases, range accuracy increases. Accuracy increase అయినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే మనం we are going to identify the target ఎంత దూరంలో ఉందో అనేది మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తాము. సో and in FMCW radar, transit time is proportional to frequency difference between transmitted signal and received echo signal. I repeat, in FMCWR, in frequency modulated continuous wave radar, the transit time is the time difference between what is the time taken to transmit a signal. See here, F0 నుంచి ఒక F0 అనే రెఫరెన్స్ పాయింట్ నుంచి ఒక సిగ్నల్ ని పంపిస్తామండి. అది ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా టార్గెట్ కనుక ఉంటే ఆ టార్గెట్ ని హిట్ అయ్యి అది ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ ఒక టార్గెట్ ని అరేంజ్ చేశానండి. ఓకే, హ్యావ్ ట్రాన్స్మిటెడ్ ఏ సిగ్నల్. సో ఎఫ్బి అనే సిగ్నల్ ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేశాను, అది టార్గెట్ ని హిట్ అయ్యి రిఫ్లెక్ట్ బ్యాక్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ రాడార్ స్టేషన్ కి రావాలండి. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైం టేకెన్? It can be measured as T is equals to 2R by C. Here we are calculating this one as R. This one as R. ఒక R అండి ఇక్కడ క్యాపిటల్ R, అండ్ రిసీవ్డ్ సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర కూడా మనకు సేమ్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఇంకొక R, that is 2R. Time taken for a signal to hit the target and reach the radar station is nothing but T is equals to 2R by C. So in FMCWR, the transmitted frequency will be changed with respect to time. As suppose we need to change the frequency with respect to time. Sometimes for example, if you have multiple people, that means in a class if there are more than 250 students, in a class if there are more than 250 students, for at that particular time we cannot speak through orally, so we need to arrange a mic. That means the frequency of that voice signal is being increased. If it is being much more 1000, then we need to adopt some more speakers so that the voice should be reached to the others. So for example, consider here we have considered a ramp signal as the modulating signal. Here we have considered this ramp signal as a modulating signal, and with this the frequency of the transmitter signal is increases continuously. Here see the frequency is being increased continuously. So if there exists a target R at a distance R, if here they have taken that here there is a target at a distance R, then the time taken by the radar signal to reach the target and return back to the radar is nothing but T, which is equals to 2R by C. Therefore, can we say that the received signal is delayed from the transmitted signal by a time duration of T. This is the difference. This is the time delay. That means see here, this is the time delay we have. That is nothing but capital T. So time delay is equals to round trip time, or round trip time antam adini. Round trip time is equals to 2R by C, where R is the distance from the reference points to the target. Okay, and the received echo signal, here the received echo signal will be mixed with transmitter leakage signal, and the difference in the signal is known as beat frequency. Very important point. I repeat, the received echo signal will be mixed with the hello
slides కనిపించట్లేదు.
స్లైడ్ కనిపించట్లేదా? కనిపిస్తుందండి?
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే
ఓకే చూడండి. సో the received signal here, the signal whatever we have received, here the signal whatever we have received will be mixed with the transmitter leakage signal, and the difference in the signal is known as beat frequency signal, and it is denoted by FB. FB అంతా denote చేస్తామండి. FB in sense beat frequency signal అంటామండి. So beat frequency is the frequency separation between leakage signal and received echo signal. I repeat, the received echo signal will be mixed with the leakage signal from the transmitter, and the difference in the signal is known as beat frequency signal, or the beat frequency is the frequency separation between leakage signal and the received echo signal. So in stationary targets, beat frequency is equals to range frequency. Stationary targets లో beat frequency and range frequency అనేవి రెండు సమానంగా ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకంటే మూవ్ అవ్వవు కాబట్టి, ఒకే దగ్గర ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి, కన్సిస్టెంట్ గా ఒకే దగ్గర ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి there will be no change. So range frequency is the rate at which the carrier frequency changes with transit time, and it is denoted by FR. Range frequency, I repeat, range frequency is the rate at which the carrier frequency changes with transit time and is denoted by FR. ఒకసారి చూడనా ఆ ఈక్వేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే FR equals to FR small r అండి. FR equals to T by dt of f of ft. What is ft? ft into capital T. What is ft? ft అంటే ఏంటండి? FT is nothing but transmitted frequency. Range frequency is equals to the differentiation of transmitted frequency into capital T is nothing but round trip time. Okay, transmitted frequency in sense here the frequency of an unmodulated carrier signal. But in practicality, it is not possible to increase the frequency of carrier signal continuously. We cannot increase the carrier signal continuously. Suppose in a general way, but practicality, we cannot possible to increase the carrier signal continuously. So instead of using a ramp signal as a modulating signal, it is preferred to be a what we call a triangular signal or a sawtooth or a sinusoidal signal as a modulating signal. So here, whereas in the case of ఒక ర్యాంప్ సిగ్నల్ తో పోల్చుకుంటే దాన్ని కంటిన్యూస్ గా ఆ క్యారియర్ సిగ్నల్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీని మార్చలేం కాబట్టి ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ యూజింగ్ ఏ ర్యాంప్ సిగ్నల్ we are going to use either a triangular signal or a sawtooth or a sinusoidal signal as a modulating signals. So let us consider let us consider a triangular wave signal as a modulating signal. Just ఇక్కడ జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించారంటే so here we are identifying that one. We are identifying the beat frequency here. See here. Consider let us consider a triangular waveform as our modulating signal, and when the target is stationary, suppose stationary target is beat frequency equals to range frequency kabatti akkada difference anedi undadu. So except ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఈ రౌండ్ ట్రిప్ టైం తప్పించి మిగతా టైంలో ఈ ట్రాన్స్మిటెడ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఆర్ రేంజ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది సేమ్గా ఉంటుంది. ఐ రిపీట్, ఎక్సెప్ట్ ఈ రౌండ్ ట్రిప్ టైంలో తప్పించి మిగతా టైం అంతా కూడా ఈ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది సేమ్గా ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ ft, let us say if ft is the frequency of unmodulated signal, unmodulated carrier, and let it be fm, suppose fm is the frequency of the modulated signal. I repeat, ft is the frequency of the unmodulated signal and fm is the frequency of the modulated signal, and delta f, delta f is the maximum frequency deviation of the modulated carrier signal from that of the unmodulated carrier signal. That means here delta f అనేది modulated carrier signal ki unmodulated carrier signal ki మధ్య ఉన్న frequency deviation అనుకుంటే, then the maximum frequency components present with the modulated signal is equals to ft plus delta t. ft plus delta t. ft plus delta f, sorry, it is delta f. ft plus delta f. Okay, and the minimum frequency component with the modulated signal is nothing but ft minus delta f. ft minus delta f. Maximum వచ్చేసి ft plus delta f, minimum వచ్చేసి ft minus delta f. So okay, see here, range frequency is nothing but fr is equals to d into dt of ft. Okay, see here, range frequency fr is equals to d into dt of ft into t, where t is equals to, what is t value? T is equals to 2r by c kabatti, see here, 2r by c into 2fm into delta f, that is equals to 4r. See here, fr is equals to 2r by c, that is t into d into d by t of ft. ft is nothing but 2fm into delta t, that is equals to 4rfm into delta f by c, or r is equals to c into fr by 4fm into delta f. Thus we can determine the measurement of beat frequency determines its range. So the main thing is we need to find the range of the target. Okay, and for example, this is for a stationary target, and if it is a moving target, then what will happen? So when the target is moving towards the radar, see here, I repeat, previous ga manu kanukundi stationary target ki maatrame randi. So when the target is moving, suppose if it is a moving target, then when the target is moving towards the radar during positive slope of modulating signal, as the transmitted signal frequency keeps on increasing and the frequency of leakage signal will be greater than the frequency of the radar signal with which it hits the target. For example, what we call for example, okay, if a ball is thrown, మనం బాల్ పైకి విసిరేసినప్పుడు ఒక ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఉంటుందండి. గాలి ఫోర్స్ ఎక్కువైంది అనుకోండి, గాలి ఫోర్స్ ఎక్కువైపోయింది అనుకోండి, ఆ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది మారిపోతుందండి. సో అంటే మనం తిరిగి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఆ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ చాలా హెవీగా వచ్చి ఫోర్స్ అనేది చాలా హెవీగా వచ్చి మనకి హిట్ అవుతుందండి. ఐ రిపీట్, వెన్ ద టార్గెట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ ద రాడార్, మనం సిగ్నల్ పంపించేటప్పుడే టార్గెట్ రాడార్ వైపు కనుక వస్తే డ్యూరింగ్ పాజిటివ్ స్లోప్ ఆఫ్ modulating signal, as the transmitted signal frequency keeps on increasing, positive slope kabatti we are going to continuously increase that signal. Negative slope ante decrease avustamandi, positive slope kabatti signal ni continuous ga increase chestunnapudu, okay, the transmitted signal frequency keeps on increasing and the frequency of leakage signal will be greater than the frequency of radar signal with which it hits the target. Entandi? Okay, so if the frequency of the received signal will be greater than frequency at which the target at which the radar hits the target by an amount of fd plus or minus fd. And ikkada fd ante what is fd? FD is nothing but Doppler frequency shift. So at the output of the mixer, beat frequency signal during positive slope of modulating signal, which will be much more less than the range frequency by an amount of FD. Therefore, here, see here, see, FR minus FD. That means during the positive slope, దయచేసి ఎవరు ఆపరేట్ చేయదండి. I think somebody is operating. During the positive slope, ఎవరు ఆపరేట్ చేస్తున్నారో చేయదని చెప్పాను. So during the positive slope, సిగ్నల్ ని ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసేటప్పుడు రాడార్ కనుక ఆ టార్గెట్ కనుక సిగ్నల్ కంటే ముందుగా వస్తే దాని ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, దాంతో పాటుగా లీకేజ్ సిగ్నల్ అనేది ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. at the receiver end. సో బీట్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ వాల్యూ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే FR minus FD అని రాస్తామండి. I repeat, FR minus FD, where FD is the Doppler frequency shift. దీన్ని ఈ FR minus FD ని ఏం రాస్తామంటే FB up అని రాస్తామంటే FB బ్రాకెట్ పెట్టేసి అప్, UP up. In sense, beat frequency during positive slope, FB up equals to FR minus FD. అలాగే FB down equals to FR plus FD. I repeat, FB up during the positive slope, beat frequency equals to FR minus FD, received frequency minus Doppler frequency shift. FB down equals to FB down. FB down equals to FR plus FD. Okay, if FR is greater than FD, ఇక్కడ కండిషన్స్ చూడాలి. సపోజ్ received frequency అనేది Doppler frequency shift కంటే ఎక్కువ కనుక ఉంటే, if FR is greater than FD, that is target is at long distance moving with less velocity. I repeat, important point na జాగ్రత్త గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. If FR is greater than FD, that means target is at very long distance and with moving with a very less velocity, then the range frequency can be obtained by measuring average beat frequencies. I repeat, then the range frequency FR FR will be equals to the average of, that means average of FB up, very important question, FB up plus FB down, FB down by 2. Okay, FB up plus FB down by 2 when if FR is greater than FD. ఈ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు if FR is greater than FB, then the range frequency will be equals to the average of beat frequencies. That means FR equals to FB up plus FB down by 2. So Doppler frequency can be obtained by considering the difference between the frequency, beat frequencies. Say in the same sense, Doppler frequency FD. ఇలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో FD వాల్యూ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే మైనస్ ఆఫ్ FBF అప్ మైనస్ FB ఆఫ్ అప్ ప్లస్ FB డౌన్ by 2. FB down divided by 2. ఓకే, ఇది FR FD కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉంటే ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఉంది. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ FR is less than FD, for example the target is very much nearer to the radar station and it is moving at a very high velocity, then the range can be measured by considering difference between the frequencies. ఇక్కడ చూసామంటే యావరేజ్ తీసుకున్నాం నాన్న. సపోజ్ ఓకే చూడండి, ఇక్కడ చెప్తాను చూడండి. ఇంతకుముందు ఏం చేసామంటే ఇఫ్ FR ఈజ్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ FD అయితే ఇలా ఉంటుందని చెప్పానండి. ఇఫ్ FR ఈజ్ లెస్ దాన్ FD కనుక అయితే వాట్ విల్ వి డూ మీన్స్ in order to obtain or in order to find the range frequencies, FR equals to FB up minus FB down by 2. If FR is less than FD, ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నానండి. If FR is less than FD, then FR is equals to FB up minus FB down by 2. Okay, in the same sense FD is equals to Doppler frequency shift. FD is equals to ఇంతకు ముందు మనం ఏం రాసామండి, minus of FP up plus FP down by 2 అని రాసాం. ఇక్కడ FD is equals to FP up beat frequency at positive plus FB down by 2. FB down by 2. Okay, are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? So I'll conclude the class. Divya Shanti Priya. Naina, మీకు కనిపించకపోతే just give me through mic because as I'm closing this one, I cannot see that one. cannot see your text.